Arslan Ash versus Chikuren coming up. Pakistan versus Japan. Kimono Michi, I can't wait for us to get into this.
You got to talk about the back and forth like that too, Steve. The fact that this is going down in Japan in the opening matchup, he's going to lock in on Clive, possibly Lily in the back. Should he come into a loss here. But it's going to be Zafina on the side of Arslan Ash going up against Final Fantasy. It's Clive for Chikuren.
And we already talked about one of the things that Clive gets to do. He gets to play at an irregular pace. He's got a little better reach than most. And already you can see Chikuren just going up, just closing that distance and staying really close.
Not afraid to get compact or hang out at range 1, range 2, start some sword swings, and again, create an obstacle course, just a minefield for to have to navigate through. Trade there in Arslan Ash's favor. Manticore and check on it.
What an interrupt using that Phoenix shift stance.
And that's going to be another key here too for Chikuren. Being able to mix up his full crouch. This time counter hit Manticore. That's the stop sign, Steve. On the wall, awkward combo, but the full crouch cut so far, okay.
Big counter hit 1+2, back to the wall. Arslan with a pretty big life lead, but this is a new game. You can get that great life back, gets the wall flat. Taps out with the heat. That should be the end. The only fantasy is yours. And we already got our first rage art on the screen. Chikuren, first blood, first round, goes to him.
Two things about that, Steve. Note Arslan's Amare pattern there. He's not afraid to match, but also note Chikuren's full crouch mix. He's keeping it varied and different. First, he was willing to open up with the full crouch low swipes, but when he had the wall advantage, he went straight to the while standing one cut, got a big cash out of the wall.
Oh, Flame Bash gets the clash. Once again, going for that 1+2, possibly looking for a counter hit, maybe looking for him to crouch to get the knockdown. The Phoenix shift stance back to the wall. Chikuren is on top of these punishes as he is keeping the momentum in his favor. And we've seen this before. We saw this at EVO. This is exactly how that set started, albeit with a different character. And it's still in his favor right now. But Arslan Ash fighting back.
Flame Bash this time with the Ramos Spear, able to pick up, not able to get a clean conversion, but the sweep in recovery there, able to put Chikuren up 2 rounds here in the opening game.
And look, this is one of the conversations. Look, chat, me and Obama was having quite the conversation about what characters we could see. We know Arslan has quite a few in his back pocket. However, Zafina going first, lots of pokes on her sides. He wants to see how you react to these stances. Gets the big counter hit. A lot of people get caught swinging there. Big pickup, big damage. If he plays it right, he should be able to get this wall, especially with the heat activation.
Yeah, Chikuren so far has reacted to Manticore swings, erroneous Manticore swings when he's swinging for a counter hit. He's reacted very well. That's the first time it worked out big time for Arslan here. Chikuren back to the wall. Explode.
Uh-oh.
Low touch, but the down forward one.
Oh my god, and a cash out.
Judgment cut, and this is also get over here.
Yo, the claw machine into the boot?
Into the mercenary boot. And you saw too at the very end, going into the final round there, you saw that Zantetsuken meter gauge building, right? That's a recent change that they made with this character. They want to emphasize more of that sub-mechanic with this character. It's not really something Chikuren has gone to too much or utilized that much in the past. Maybe we might see a change as the set goes on with that. We'll see.
I mean, look, it's really easy to try to use all those moves, but the fact of the matter is, I feel like a good Clive player will utilize that. That cash out on that move, especially towards the end of a combo, scaling is a whole lot different, but no matter what, if you tack it on, it's going to take off a chunk of damage. Yeah. Game 2 in this first to 7 begins.
They made some tweaks, of course, to the meter gain on that property as well. So look for him to maybe go for some attacks that are going to utilize it. Flame Bash in the mid-range, 13 frames, and that's another element there. The counters, Steve, and the parries. The threat of those, Arslan Ash is going to have to be careful about doing strings on blocks like that.
Nice 1+2 gets the counter hit. Walls in tow. Gets the wall, little caddy corner combo, and still gets the pick up broken wall still. We're doing construction.
Steve, I don't like it when her hand's flowing like that, man.
I don't either, man. Okay. Ooh. That buck gets caught.
The interrupt from Chikuren, the Abare. Executioner, got the splat, got the rage art at the wall, caught Arslan pressing.
Tell me a story. Arslan Ash in trouble right now in this second game. First round, once again, looking just like the first round of the last game. Rage art to close out Clive. Doing work right now.
Round 2. Fight.
Side step left as well, showing from Arslan Ash. Utilizing some lateral movement, trying to get some jab pressure started, but Chikuren is willing to just press and contest this mid-range like this. Jabs, down for ones. Finally some stance transition on the side of Arslan Ash, trying to get some pressure started.
Ooh, look at this series so far for Arslan Ash. And once again, the interrupt with the wild rising move. Counter hit 1+2 from Safina. Arslan Ash trying to take it back. And he's got this big life lead at this point. Uses the heat to try to close out the deal. And that's gonna be one on the board, Arslan Ash.
And what were you talking about? Arslan Ash's sense of timing. He's being able to, again, Manticore was a liability at the beginning of the set, but as we've gone deeper into game 2, he's finding the counter hits more and more that got him that round.
Ooh, look at that wall carry on that combo and gets the big punish after the recovery. Arslan Ash fighting away from his wall right now. Goes back in the stance. Not gonna use heat just yet, but still using some of that life bar to get access to some of these special moves from Safina.
Sidestep from Chikuren, sidestep left guard, and got the punish. Ramu's spear, the down one.
Oh, heat.
The activation step.
Oh, quick sidestep by Arslan.
Flame bash, and the finish for Chikuren to go up 1 round advantage here in game 2.
Got her out of stance. On top of that, the flame bash. 2 rounds to 1 in the second game. Counter hit down back 4. Big combo damage here. The wall's right there.
Just about to carry there.
Hands off, lady.
Testing with jabs now. Chikuren changing up his timing a little bit here.
There's that
Finally,
wild
the wall
standing
standing
3.
torque. Flame bash to engage. Testing. He's mixing up the crouch mix up with Clive right now.
And using the stance transition to try to make the mix happen. Chikuren didn't even flinch. Jabbed the challenge, and that's another round on the board. Another game on the board, excuse me. Looking real sharp out here. Chikuren bringing the fight to him right now. And once again, if you go back and look at some of these matches that we've seen before, the pacing is very similar until we get a character switch.
This is okay.
And now, this is exactly what we're talking about.
Now the game starts.
Now the game starts.
Now the game starts. And look where we going. Ooh, every villain's fantasy right here. Bombs on the wall.
Bombs on the walls. You know this is where the bad guys hang out. And ain't nothing good happening in a red arena. Oh, nice. Counter hit, no launch. Sidestep 2.
Right here with he sees this character change. You can tell immediately he's already a little skittish, even though it's what he expected, right? Stomp ender at the wall here for Arslan Ash. Flame bash, sidestep guard. And these, again, talk about the EVO set. When NYK were right there, you saw how much damage Chikuren ate from Nina. Back 2, uppercut, sidestep 2, while standing 2. These options that just emphasize Arslan Ash's ability to read Chikuren's timing. He's got to keep it varied.
And look at how he's already switched up the pace. A lot more reluctant to attack when we saw the Safina, a lot more poke heavy, and now he's just getting right in there with the Nina. Blonde bomb, back to the wall. Chikuren is in trouble. Big damage, and that wall can explode at any second. The guns, they whip. Big punish right here, and you got an opportunity to get back a little bit of that great life. Cashes out with the heat, but there's a bomb on this wall too. Oh, and there it is. Back 2, big damage on the combo. Chikuren, yes, I've got a combo for that. Telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Flame bash again. Chikuren trying to keep the lead. I like what we're seeing right now. He's remembering what happened in that last pace. You got to close it out fast, but we got more games than just this next one to play.
Note the options that he is going to out of full crouch. It's not just about the low swipe cut anymore. He's going to a lot of different options. Homing, trying to read at Arslan Ash's step. While standing 1, just putting the mids out there like that, even without the wall, right?
Okay, gets the pickup. Combo correction, even on the back. Activate the heat. Okay, Mr. Ash.
And get your wig split. Stiletto heels while standing 1.
And look, one of the things that if you go back and look at those sets, especially with the Nina, was that down back 3. And now he's been blocking it so much. New moves. I just got that from Final Fantasy, bro. I've leveled up enough, and now it's part of the repertoire. Once again, Chikuren trying to keep the lead. 2 rounds to 1. Music's
what
picking
happened
up.
Last year, this is where he dropped here.
Look at this pace already starting to slow down. Arslan Ash being a lot more picky. What a float out of that stance.
Float option, he's gonna get the wall blast as reward. After the activation, you're finished.
Yeah,
no,
keep the wall.
Take the Oki at the wall.
Double stomp in the stilettos. Oh, flame bash. Engaged. Okay. Get off of me. Hands off the cape.
Breaking the punish. Rama's spear, that huge radio box on it, but the...
Yo. From downtown. The down 4-2. Maybe thought he was going to get the wall. That's the end of the heat. Just about 10 seconds left on the clock. Not a lot of recoverable life. Gets the punish on the block low. That down back three's not going to do anything for him. And once again, catches him ducking. Arslan Ash, first time we've seen it. 2 rounds on the board, 2 rounds apiece in his 3rd game.
That's a key to victory for Chikuren in this scenario. He has to mitigate the damage from these big launching mids.
Back to the wall. Sidestep left there from Arslan Ash. He's trying to get away from that wall. He does not like being there. Finds the counter hit launcher. And yes, that wall has another explosion. I told you this is where the bad guys hang.
Activation, sidestep, 1 pressure.
Sidestep. To the wall we go. Explosion in tow. Wait a minute. And he's still got some heat left. From wall to wall? From wall to wall? Yo, Arslan Ash, you gotta chill. Flame bash, no knockdown. Heat still on the table for Chikuren though. Down for 1 string, another flame bash. He's gonna get the advance, but thanks to those changes, he's not gonna get a combo anymore. 8 seconds left on the clock. What a block by Chikuren. And once again, the only fantasy here is yours. Send him to the movies, tell him a story. He don't even know what he's doing here. He's brought his dog with him. That's how you know he's a good dog owner. He brought his dog with him to a whole nother world.
Multi-layered win there, Steve, because now that's got to be a confidence win for him too. This was a moment where everything changed in the EVO Winners Finals last year. Right now, Chikuren with 3-0 advantage over Arslan Ash in this first 2-7 race. That's, to me, that's more about the feeling. And like last year when he got stressed out and he called for that coaching moment, right? Something that the players here were talking about was a lot of it was just like, yo, you got to settle down, man. You're eating a ton of damage to the same 4 moves.
Get ready for the next
You got to just
battle.
relax and be able to try to pick apart your timing, change up where you maybe look for some flash ducks where he's going for being really aggressive with a lot of highs. But it was more of a mental thing than anything else.
I mean, look, we already talked about the fact that it's only a select few of moves that you're going to see played there, and it's all about those adjustments. And I'm glad you said about coaching, because there's a difference here. There's no coaching here. You up there by your lonesome. You up there fighting.
And now, Steve, they both getting aggressive, man. Up in each other's grills like this. The sidesteps coming out big time. A lot of just jab and down for 1 touch to sidestep left, sidestep right.
Sidestep 2. We've been seeing him teasing it. This is the first time he actually finished the string. Very good string. Basically hit confirmable. And now Arslan Ash's back is to the wall once again.
He's kept it in his pocket up until now. That is going to be another. That's a huge return potential for Chikuren. Using that slash burst, that sidestep 2.
You can see Arslan Ash using those moves. That new full crouch down 4-2 from Nina. Actually finds the hit once again. Is getting down to the last seconds. 10 seconds left on the clock. Recoverable life is there. Rage art is there. How are you going to close this out? Gets the punish. Oh, what an answer. What an answer. 3 seconds left. 2 seconds left. Chip is there. Seconds left. None. And that's going to go to Chikuren once again. You see this pace changing up. You see the clock starting to matter even more. They're trying to clock out. Sidestep 2 once again. And look, I told you, and it has so much range. That sword gives him so much range. Sidestep 2 into that string is too good.
You called it earlier too. He did not show it for 3 games, then brings it out. Maybe watch for him to take it away for a little bit again. Stuck on the spit.
What a duck.
Chikuren just holding hard. The down 1 mix and the while standing 4. The timing change on Chikuren right now.
Oh man, and look, we've already passed the threshold. We've already passed this part of where a regular tournament would end, the set would be over. Now we're into a grand finals feeling, but it is still 1st to 7. Chikuren with a 2-round lead in this 4th game.
Slight delay on the flame bash there to engage. Yeah, just kind of occupy space with those jabs like that. Activation and the duck. That's what was missing at that EVO.
That's exactly what was missing. He could have won the whole tournament if he did what he just did right now.
More ducks and calls out on these highs like this. Gunshots at the wall.
What
Pressure to step
sidestep?
on the spin.
It's the 3rd dimension. There's not only up and down, there's left, right, foreground, and background. Gets to throw Chikuren. Arslan Ash needs to do something. Get up attack. Another block on his down back 3.
Missed punish from Arslan as well. And the flame bash against the delay mids like this. Chikuren 4-0 in this set against Arslan Ash.
I don't know who just turned the music up, but thank you.
Williams.
And look, now we talked about this. When we were watching this match at Grand Finals, we saw a different result. When that switch came about, Arslan Ash took over completely in that race, and now Chikuren having an answer. And once again, I'm glad you pointed out, duck and punish properly. We've even seen him go to some of those big hits when he knows Arslan is going to duck. And I like that is a change-up from these previous matchups that you see here. Homework was definitely done. Jab out of the air, we're taking him to the wall.
It's particularly scary because of how Arslan applies pressure and how he lands beats with his mids. But when Chikuren gets that sensation, when he knows the back two is coming or any of these other high options, he has to be able to flash duck and milk out, like just block out damage.
And I gotta say, I love these new transitions that he's using to get in the Phoenix shift stance, and he's really taking advantage of it. He's checking his knowledge. Do you know?
You talked about this. We have not seen Phoenix slide as much. Now he's going to just throw it out like this. Just sprinkling in just a new attack in your rotation like that, and then take it away, then bring it back later. This is the timing change we were talking about.
Comparing to the last one. Oh my God, catches you with the flash. He caught you flash ducking, and now he gets the launch. First time we've seen Arslan Ash get the first round of a game.
Standing confidently there, good punish from Arslan Ash. Eating some mids on his own, man. These down 4-1s and this jab pressure from Chikuren. He's just, it's space control. He's just occupying space like this. Okay. Low and spin. 2 bars built on Zatsuken, but again, the counter hit upper. This is how Arslan Ash wins this game. Picking apart Chikuren's timing and getting these huge launching hits like this. Spike at the wall. This ends now. Anyone to cancel out Flame Bash, just to get them back to center stage like this.
Yeah, quick sidestep left too. You can see Chikuren really aware of this stage. And now life lead, going back and forth because of the life regain. Just about 15 seconds left on the clock. Arslan Ash with a big launch. He should be able to close it out. Arslan Ash now with a 2-round lead. Means nothing for the games, but these rounds can mean something.
Know what it's coming from, these counter hit uppers.
Using the steps. Ooh. Engage.
On his timing from Chikuren there, side step 2, nothing home. Here we go, a little bit more of that knee in the gunshot. Activation post heat. Down for 1 freeze. Now Arslan changing his timing.
E-dash spins the rest of it, builds a little distance with the staff. Okay, E-dash, nothing left. Good old-fashioned Tekken being played right now. Counter hit, nothing leads to it. Oh, sidestep almost got him in trouble.
When the punish had the judgment cut, trying to steal Arslan's step. Lost that normal attack.
Okay, going for the lows now. There's that timing that you was talking about. Slower pace, more pokes, less combos. 10 seconds left on the clock. Gets the big punish, and he cannot kill. He cannot kill, but it's 5 seconds left, so he's gonna do as much damage as possible.
Just burn up the clock.
Time match.
Zatsuken meter at 4 as well.
Once again, you tack that bad boy at the end of a combo. Once again, catching the sidestep.
The full crouch mix from Chikuren has been fantastic this set. Every option on the table.
Punish.
Really keeping Arslan on balance with it. Wall advantage, Ramuh spear. Gunshots!
Back to the wall, what are you gonna do? Quick sidestep to try to realign. Once again, a block on the down back 3. He's ready. Uses that to get out of there. Look at the meter. Look at the meter. You cannot get hit. It's gonna hurt. Hands off the cape, I said.
Arslan's giving him some openings. Pull the trigger once, that's all you gotta do! Big block, big punish!
These rounds were looking so good for Arslan Ash. Chikuren never stopped fighting, and now it's tied. 2 rounds apiece in his 5th game. But guess what? Arslan Ash has not won one. I want to see the change-up from Arslan right now.
All that finally Chikuren now just putting the down 4-2s out there. With wall control, activate.
Oh,
finally leveraging that gauge.
Chunk.
Cut.
Bro, I'll take half. I'll take half.
Full crouch makes in again, Ramuh spear, common setup there.
Sidestep. Knows he has Chikuren's back to the wall. Both of them are going to try to sidestep, flame back to get out of there. No follow-up, but he used the rest of that heat. He need a great life to regain, though, but he's got to get a hit. Chikuren not giving him the space. Spins the rest. Okay, Blonde Bomb gets the wall.
Great delay there from Arslan. Changed up his timing a little bit. Has wall control, flame bash again.
Down 4-1. Trying to get him to swing on the string. There's those lows you were talking about again.
Phoenix
the Phoenix ship. Down forward 1, a tried and true Tekken tool coming to save the day for Chikuren, and you can see him smile. He's like, damn, what do I gotta do?
Steve, I did not.
What do I gotta do?
I would have never called it like this so far, but The other thing too, Steve,
Cross field.
Chikuren's while standing punishment against Stiletto Eel, that down back 3 has been a non-factor in this set. And in fact, especially in some of these walled stage scenarios, it carries even more risk just because of the while standing 1/ that Chikuren can do. And he's been perfect almost at block punishment already.
And look, I'm gonna tell you right now, do a little homework. Go look at these past games that these guys have played in tournament, and just look how effective that down back 3 was from Nina. But now, Arslan Ash going to the ropes. We need another character. I heard it. Let's see it. Alisa Boskanovic is now the character. A very poke-heavy character, and I actually feel like this is a character that really fits the way that Arslan wants to play. In a new game, sometimes they call for new tools, and she is good at being really annoying.
Fits the way Arslan likes to play. Obviously, at this level, character familiarity is not going to be an issue. But this is a character that in Japan, I feel like it's not been very popular.
Oh, wait a minute, gets the launch. Garuda!
At least recently. We're building that gauge as well. Not the second gauge. Get over here! Stepping with him.
Movement as well, something you really got to pay attention to. Some of the best movement in the game. That destruction stance is something you got to look for. Forward 3 to kill all that noise. 15 seconds left on the clock. Big damage on the board. Heat is still there for Arslan Ash, though. So he can definitely run this back, but the time may not be on his side. It's on no one's side. But right now, Arslan needs to do something. Goes for the low. 2 seconds.
For the lows.
He's not going to budge. Down jab to stop the approach. And once again, Chikuren keeping that lead.
That crouch jab was so bold in that situation. Just chunks of damage just for nothing, really.
Back
now Chikuren, the patience. Look at him waiting out these swings, looking for any whip punish attempt.
Big thread on the needle. Oh, nice engage. Gets the big hit. Goes for the parry. Didn't finish. Waits. Gets the orbital. This dude, Chikuren.
That was sick.
Oh my gosh.
That was sick. That's to even it up here too. And now 4 gauge. Giving it different looks too. Just going in the stance, doing nothing.
Okay, gets the block. Arslan needs to do something, finishes the parry, and look at that bar. You can't get hit. You can't get hit. Spins the heat. He can close out if it works out in the slide after the stance. Arslan Ash is not done yet. Remember, this is a 1st to 7, but now for Chikuren, it's a 1st to 2. Uses the power crush. Side step 2 goes by the wayside. Phoenix shift gets stuffed by destruction stance.
Yeah. Now the punishment there from Arslan Ash.
The sprinkler, watch your toes. Arslan looking a lot better. You talk about different looks, look at what Arslan is doing right now. Switching it up, using the stance, being a little bit more defensive, but taking his turn. 2 rounds to 1 lead in the 6th game. Arslan Ash is not done yet. This is 1st to 7. It ain't done.
You can see too with the way these rounds open up, Chikuren's a little hesitant to engage at the beginning because he's trying to look, doesn't really understand how Arslan's approaching like this right yet. But then in the middle of the set, he still keeps going to some of his same timings like that, and Arslan's picking him apart. This time, commits to the full string, able to get great return, and 5 bars built on Dantetsuka.
Nice back dash, gets the punish. Taking the Oki right there. Just getting a reaction out of Chikuren. He's not moving.
Just hold guard, be patient. Slows.
The down back 4 flame bash gets beat out. Arslan Ash needs to do something. Give me a round on the board, Arslan. Needs to try to steal it back. This game is not over just yet. There's still 2 rounds to be played, and Chikuren can get this one. That clock winding down again. It's time for you to go home. The unblockable is there. Destruction stands to close it out. Arslan Ash gets 1 on the board. Now we're talking, and that smile is still there. At least you know he's having a good time.
So now, what does that mean for Chikuren character selection? When you're up this high, you still stick to Clive. He has other characters he can go to, and this can. Again, the big thing for him, I think, going into this was, I have to get over the Nina. I have to get over the Nina with Clive, but I think when you have this, he's established so much comfort at this point, you might just lock in.
I mean, look, I'm going to tell you right now, Arslan is having a hard time right now, whether it be from the fact that Chikuren is so prepared, or just the fact that his character might not be the best fit for Arslan. He's just reaching right now, and Chikuren is definitely trying to take him out.
Got the wall full crouch next that time. Arslan beats it.
Oh, okay, wait a minute. That worked out in Lisa's favor, but not that exchange. Oh my God, dude.
This stage 2, things can get crazy here, especially Clive.
Oh, wow. Trying to go
he
for
went
that
to the air.
4-3, gets clipped. Thought he got a wall splat. That 2 throw gonna switch the sides. Love the Pac-Man noise. Gets the hit, 3 follow-up. I like him taking the Oki right there, trying to force him to do something. Evasive, not enough. He hits on one side. Arslan answers back with one of his own. Tries to sidestep. What a
Good
block.
guard.
Nothing big, but the destruction stance is starting to add up. If they can cut down a tree, they can cut down Clive.
Note how Chikuren's using his heat burst as well. He's using it just for the armor properties, be able to break any kind of pressure. Whenever Arslan Ash's Alisa gets a pressure snowball rolling, he'll use it to try to break through. In addition, of course, trying to work the sidestep guard a little bit to be able to try to neutralize some of these chainsaw stand situations. Or a hard duck like that.
That could have been so much worse. Arslan holding his own.
Sidestep 2.
By the sidestep 2. Didn't believe, though. 1-2. It's been a while since we've seen one of those.
Down
Side
one step, the activation, it gets neutralized here. Off a combo, but down for 1 with the flame push here. Post heat smash, stepping,
I'm out of there.
but catch.
What a sidestep, Arslan Ash. 10 seconds left. He's got a big lead. Pac that to get out of there. And another answer. And now, Arslan Ash another round away from getting 2 on the board. What a block. Answer right back with a big block of his own. He can take him downstairs if he wants to, but he's probably going to take the wall.
Ball back 2, and again, Phoenix Slide not deterred. Flame bash.
Shine.
The pressure from Arslan Ash right now.
Sidestep 2-1, gets the wall splat. You better make it count, Chikuren. Arslan Ash building a comeback.
Arslan confident though. This time goes with the mid option. The loser getting checked. But the jabs there from Arslan Ash. The Abare, always a factor with him and his timing. And now you see him. First it was kind of like oh, you got me kind of smile. Now it's like, hey, wait a minute. This is my show. This is my stuff.
You gotta beat me. I don't need to beat you. Oh man, even the crowd is concerned. My man had his hand on his chin like,
Get ready for the next battle.
Arslan Ash settling in, getting a lot more comfortable. I didn't think it was gonna come from the Alisa though. We were literally talking about what character is he gonna use. I can tell you right now, neither one of us said this character.
Fight.
Yeah, there were about 4 or 5 I had in mind, especially just watching his stream, watching his net play. Of course, in Japan since he's been out here, but I didn't have this one deck.
Single jabs, once again, changing up the pace.
Yeah, note the timing change for Chikuren now. Working the 1 jab, sidestep a little bit more, looking for some openings. Wheel kick. Bishop with the sidestep 2, nothing home, but the flame bash again. Then a bar mid.
Small poke, pop kick on the tail end of it. Arslan Ash still with the combo, and he is there as well. Back to the wall, nice throw break. It also switches sides. That's very tactical, but once again, the heat on the side.
He's not even doing the throw with the intention of a hit. He just wants the side swap just to get the wall advantage, so he can do this. Flames.
Hit him with the beam. Oh no, he didn't finish it. Never mind.
Fight.
Chikuren answering back with a round of his own. So you know what? You got 2. That's 2 too many.
What an interrupt from Arslan there. Mini slash.
Look at the pace of this. And this is the kind of Tekken we talk about all the time, where just seconds go by where nobody gets a hit. It's just defensive and offensive movement on both sides, trying to get into position to find the hit to get a combo going, get your momentum flowing.
Arslan changing up his timing a little bit as well, but these big 1-2, these little 1-2s and 1-1s like this, these add up big time, especially for these characters. Activation, stepping with, activate, counter activate. Fun.
Saw the sidestep right there. He knows the wall is a toe. He did not want to be there. Arslan Ash got an opportunity to close it out.
Timing interception here, and now Arslan tying it up here.
Round 3. Fight.
Trying to make it 5-3. Chainsaw time, getting interrupted. Chikuren not afraid to press. Getting cut up for it though.
Teaching him a lesson. Sidestep 2, they trade in Alisa's favor though. Back to the wall. Chikuren needs to do something. Gets him a thinking first.
Good option for Arslan post activation like that.
Stand standing for.
Peller hands and then the armor to wall splat like that. Oh man.
Uh-oh.
Building momentum now. Arslan getting a little cheeky with it. Okay, sidestep, launch.
Hop kick to the wall we go. I love that he has a combo for that. Jimmy J would be proud. Great answer for that destruction stance. Tries to sidestep, step and get clipped.
That's the first time he went with the Phoenix option, the Phoenix mid-spin option like that out of stance. Phoenix slide in mid-range. I got the sliding low as well.
Destruction stance. You really got to have answers for one throw.
For the sidestep two? No. Phoenix slide, and there you go, the smash.
I love that move. This looks so cool. This looks so cool.
Big round here, Steve.
Destruction stance.
Chikuren, can you figure out the timing here while standing 4 in the Phoenix slash? Working the sweep. The lows from Chikuren and then the post. Wow, bad launch. After the wall, the propeller hands once again. The Abare again from Arslan. Activation, sidestep, gets a look. Got a read on it. What an the adaptation here off the combo, off the wall.
Wow.
To still maintain.
Wow. Down 1+2.
Dwarfle trying to seal the step. Smash. Chikuren just holding back. Give me the wall.
Sidestep again. Didn't finish the string. Great awareness there by Arslan. What are you gonna do with it? Go for the mid. Gets the big counter hit. Arslan Ash. Better use it. Don't play with it. Arslan Ash stole another round, and now he's looking like himself. The laugh should tell you everything. That's a big smile. That's
With
way too
time
big of a
expiring
smile.
like that, Steve, with time expiring, oh my God. And you said like, that's a big smile.
Ready for the
Slowly
next
but
battle.
surely, his confidence with what he's doing and his timing reads like this are getting him back into this set like that.
Wow.
You can see it kind of wearing on Chikuren's face. Like, man, I was one interaction from being able to put this on set point like that. There's one we haven't seen all set either. Down back 2. This big mid-range slash with the ice follow. Just trying to get space control, but the counter hit timing. Steve, long set like this.
Yep. It makes a big difference.
Count the counter hits. Arslan Ashton, he's got Chikuren. The timing read is crazy right now.
Holding his ground or trying to. Arslan. Another hit away from closing it. Gonna get a combo here. Big stage. Not sure if we're gonna reach the wall. Back 2.
He just wants up here. Oh no, there's a Brady Dart.
Get a little time, take away that great life that could recover. I like this idea. You have the momentum, but now you got to close out because guess what? The life lead, I don't think it's in your favor.
Just outside of rage too.
That's actually a good spot to be
Yeah, a
in.
launch could win here, but he has to find the hit.
Back 1.
And Arslan is not gonna make it easy for him. Sidestep left. Armor with punish. The delay low.
8 seconds.
The slide and the while standing punish from Arslan Ash.
This dude Arslan Ash, bro. This dude Arslan Ash.
Slashes and again. Sidestep goes with the low. Chikuren bearing his mid-range approach here.
Nothing.
2-1.
Knockdown, the nip up stops the approach from Chikuren. He tries to take his turn back, but Arslan Ash's choices on offense have been spectacular.
Armor through to be able to break the chainsaw stance.
He lost so much life on that exchange. Gets it back with a great life recovery.
A little bit of chip sequence there, and then again the down 1, the while standing 4 after, and the frame advantage. Giving him a good mix after these lows, but the back shot uppercut.
Down 4-2 after the sidestep, especially after getting his back. Small exchange, sidestep left from Arslan Ash. Position switch again, 8 seconds left on the clock. Holds his ground, didn't flinch after the activation. Spins the heat, 3, 2, nothing doing. Arslan Ash, once again, now with 2 rounds. 2 rounds, none on the board. As you notice, every time we get further and further in the set, Arslan Ash is getting more rounds unchallenged from Chikuren.
It's brilliant too the way he's been playing the clock, especially in a lot of these situations. Some of these rounds have just come down to just 1 or 2 interactions in the expiring seconds.
Wow.
What a delay, and he found the timing as well.
Looking each other in the face. sidestepping trade.
Punishment online for Arslan here, but the duck.
Wow.
The low check from Chikuren.
What a cheat.
Really layering his offense here, trying to find any kind of delayed mid. Activation, again, the usage of armor just to break chainsaw sequences like he's been doing it the whole set.
And that's gonna do it. Finally, stopping that round lead. Chikuren still leading the set 5-3. This is first to 7, and the momentum on Arslan Ash's side is right there. Slow for that punish. 4-3 to challenge. Knows he's been going to lots of those lows. Actually gets good forward, back 2. He still got the heat.
He's been very, very accurate with his call-outs on those lows to be able to crush like that. And look at the return here in this sequence.
Cole finishes the string. That's another wall splat. I'm not sure if he can get the kill, but you know he's gonna try. No.
Oh, the low after that was super scary.
That was terrifying, bro.
Fight.
Go back one action. Flame bash to answer.
Chikuren going back with a little bit more of an immediate timing here. Arslan, post-activation, you saw the parry whip.
That's just to alleviate that pressure, right? He'll take the hit, take a little bit of that, but he can recover that life if he gets a good series.
He's using HP as a resource just to be, again, I'll use this as armor. You want to try to mix me, just 50-50 me like that?
The whip punish, the launch, big damage on the board. Arslan Ash can get 4 games if he gets his hit, and he does. Now it is 5-4, still in Chikuren's favor. But look, the smile gets bigger and bigger. Like a kid on Christmas morning, bigger and bigger. He's like, ah.
This is a nasty present to leave under the tree, man. You gonna deal with my Alisa?
Is this cold? I got a Chikuren. Oh.
Get ready for the next battle.
The Elegant Palace. Not gonna be elegant after this fight, though. I can tell you that. Remember, first to 7. First to 7. Chikuren needs 2 games, and he's been there before.
Round 1.
Steve, if it goes 5-5, do you change character?
Oh no! Look, we out of my jurisdiction. I've never.
It's a thought in the back of my head at this point. We gotta see how this game goes. This is a big one. Nice delay in the slash burst. Parallel to the wall here, got a good angle. Be able to potentially go wall to wall.
Tried to use the down forward 1 string to kind of get that caddy corner wall combo. Chikuren with a big lead in this game. Chikuren with a round on the board. Once again, taking the momentum back.
Fight.
That's the kind of win pattern, again, to get back to. Can I utilize good sidestep ability? Being here with the lateral step to result in slash burst and be able to, just again, milk great return out of it.
He finishes it. More for the bar.
Yeah, you see him whipping the 4-4-2 there, trying to just, again, occupy space. Fat hop kick, no combo from Arslan Ash.
Wasn't prepared for it. Chikuren ready to challenge. Small folks, but they're definitely adding up. Hands off.
One jab in the down 1, and then finally the full crouch down 4-2 comes out.
Patience on the side of Chikuren. You can see he's waiting. Side steps, they're adding up.
Flame bash in the finish.
Okay. Chikuren trying to take this to a set point.
Slowed the match down and really started delaying his timing a little bit more, Steve. And they got him good return so far these couple rounds.
So the side step, the third dimension is really coming into play right now.
Winning this time goes with the deep sweep out of Phoenix. No slide, I want the meter.
Okay. Oh, wow. Catches you ducking again. Arslan.
Huh? With spear.
Okay, engage. Didn't spin the heat. I like it. It goes for the low.
Round 4. Fight.
Arslan Ash not ready to let this go yet. Not ready to give you an opportunity to take the set just yet. Before you get to your game 6, I got a question. Oh, what a punish. Haven't seen that in a few games. Breakable wall.
Max Meter's just willing to boot up slide. But big cut here from Chikuren.
Let me get the wall.
Absolutely gonna get wall damage. Judgment cut.
Let me get a chunk. Ugh. but
just
Rage.
inside of Rage, unfortunately.
Finishes the string, spins the rest of the heat. Sidestep almost got him out of danger. Flame Bash to stop the move.
What an abhorring from Arslan.
Arslan
Arslan there.
waiting. The jab out of the dash.
The space control from Arslan. Nullifying the Phoenix shift. And the punishment from Chikuren, able to put this set 6-4. He has a little bit of cushion to work with. He's got a long game to go, though.
And now I'm thinking, do I switch characters again? If you're Arslan Ash, the Alisa did work, did damage, put you back in this game. Do you switch?
I think you do.
Oh, I heard it.
I think you do.
I heard it.
I think you do.
Ross Field. All right then.
Let's see who Chikuren decided to switch it up to.
Arslan is easy.
Get ready
What?
for the next
Yeah.
battle.
It's Steve. It's like he's on. It's like he's at home. It's like he's on Netflix. He's just going full Mokage in that.
Look, when I tell you
Round
that
one.
I've watched Chikuren stream, my man got 7 hours, multiple characters, and he's in the lab all day. Leo coming out to play, definitely not strange, but I can tell you right now, I definitely didn't expect it.
No, not in a set like this. Not on this stage for sure. But again, it's Chikuren. He's got to be undeterred here.
Okay.
Potentially big wall sequence here. Willing to take the down hit out of Phoenix slot.
No matter what you gotta win with this.
He's got the walks, and that's a new. Able to go into Giga Flare like that out of Phoenix shift stance.
Oh.
Hold on, Steve.
Oh no. You gonna bet the tournament life
Yo.
on the Leo pick? Small poke starting to add up. Looking for a parry, the low calls it out.
And Chikuren willing to throw his hands up on a parry, but the Flame Bash able to engage here. He's down. One's doing work against Arslan Ash right now. And heat and hand strings like that from Chikuren too have been giving him a lot of passive chip. Flame Bash, take the dash.
Okay, good punish. Chikuren holding his ground. Answers back with a low to try to get Arslan to move. He gets it, but no walls flat.
We're trying to seal Arslan's step. And the mid slash is Chikuren now. Kemono Michi set point.
First to 7. Oh,
Oh, baby. But uppercut and punish check.
stays on the ground. Gets it to completely whip. Flame Bash.
Delayed
Activate.
Flame Bash and gets the counter hit as well. Pushing Arslan towards the wall, but the step counter. Counter activation here.
Heat almost gone on both
And
sides.
that just to burn that last bit of heat gauge that Arslan had. Punish. Chikuren right now. Steve. Is this Tekken, Steve? Or is it Final Fantasy?
Oh, it's gonna be somebody's Final Fantasy.
Because Leo, you on this wall. And Chikuren said I want it all. Down 1. Wall pressure from the Emperor. And the punish and the win. Chikuren, the last samurai with a